So what are you talking about, mate? He had rice in. What do you think he was going to do with that? Feed the 5,000?
Oh, leave me to play what the news said, because I've not given my opinion on whether I think he's a terrorist or not. I've not said that he is or he isn't. Yeah, I said I'm waiting for the information to come out. This is what the news has said.
Question was a US military study into jihadis and Al Qaeda. It was not an actual Al Qaeda manual.
Yeah, but that's irrelevant, really. He had rice in.
He had rice and all. There was traces of rice and around the property.
They said he was making it. I don't know how you make it. I'm sure that book might have helped him along.
What book?
Well, just because it was a study, it probably gave some idea of what people got up to.
Well, the point still stands, right? Until this shit's been through the trial, we don't know what the motive is. Until these men have done their investigation, we don't know what my man's motive is, isn't it? Like, and everyone is entitled.
So, what you think he was going to kill himself and his family or something?
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know nothing about him. Like, I don't know nothing about him. I don't know what his background is, whether he was happy, sad, or whatever. But I do say it's not like the stereotypical lost incel person that's been drawn into whatever group. It sort of doesn't look like he's come from one of those sort of, like he might just come from a hard life or whatever. Well, I've got two parents there. They live probably in a decent yard, it seems like. So I don't know what his motivation is or why he done what he did, innit? I just see that. Right. Definitely, I don't think he's ever coming out of jail. And I think he's definitely on the vulnerable VP wing right now. Man killed little girls, man. That's a bit different still.
Yeah, he's a murderer. That for sure. Yeah.
He's got 3 M's, 10 attempted, and then the other charges now.
Yeah, so he's definitely not a nice person. So, I think we can gather that he was going to use that stuff at some point on someone. Wouldn't it be funny if they found it? So what would you do if they found a booklet and that it was going to be used on black people? Would you suddenly change your mind?
Why would I change my mind?
Well, you're saying, we've got to be careful. He's vulnerable. We don't know if he was a poor little mental case who didn't mean to do no harm.
Is that what I said? Yeah, that he didn't mean to do no harm.
Well, it's almost like what you're saying. We shouldn't speculate. Sounds like that you want to silence people like the government.
We should wait until the evidence comes out, and then we can make as much speculation as you want because the evidence is there.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, if it was mad when sometimes we're like, what you hear and what is actually said is like so far apart that I don't know, man. I don't know if is it worth even saying anything because it's like, bro, when you say something and then what's repeated back to you as what you heard other people saying or whatever, it's like, brother, the hell was you listening to?
Do you understand sarcasm?
What the hell was you listening to?
You don't understand sarcasm then, do you?
No.
No, you obviously don't.
Nah, I don't get it.
So the way you're talking as if people in the past, right? So in the past, if you knew that there was an ideology out there that was already targeting girls at pop concerts, if you knew that other countries was already having problems with Taylor Swift concerts and that in fact some concerts had to be cancelled because of terrorists.
Let me give you a good example.
And then hold on. And then you get children killed and murdered for dancing to Taylor Swift. It's from somebody that's not of a heritage or religion, maybe. Yeah. And then, but that's only suspect. And then it turns out, oh, look, yeah, he happens to have rice in his house. And he's what would you think?
Yeah, I think it could be linked to some sort of terrorist or whatever. Yeah, but I'm saying that I said, yeah, listen to this, yeah, was that when the dude that attacked Hatun in the park here, he bored Hatun in their face and got away and ran away. No one knew who he was in it, yeah. At that time, I was saying, bro, it's most likely probably a Muslim in it because of the circumstances of what happened in it. With this case, like literally no one knows anything about the dude. The only people that know the dude are the people that was around him, either went to school with him or whatever. No one knows anything. There's no previous reports or nothing about. There's no reason then that anyone can come to say, do you know what? Yeah, this brother done this attack, and this makes it definitely be that. Obviously, everyone thought it might have been terrorism because why would they attack children?
But weren't there reports of people saying that he was done for carrying a knife at school or something? And that he used to talk a bit weird at school.
I didn't see that, man.
Oh, okay. I'm sure people were saying that, but I don't know if that was reported in the mainstream. But yeah.
I didn't see that one there still. Of him allegedly getting done for a borough or whatever.
Yeah, I thought there were stories that he got suspended for something to do with having a knife or something.
Right, but you know what is mad, yeah? Even in the House of Commons today, yeah, the Speaker, Lindsay Hoyle, who I disagree with most of the time, he was saying, like, I think he was more talking to like Nigel Farage and Richard Tyson that year, but they still went and asked the question about it anyway. Yeah, like, yo, stop doing the extra speculation. Let the police get through what they got to get through, and then you can make statements or points about whatever. There's information that you will be able to find out because you're a member of parliament and you're in those sort of positions where you might be privy to a bit more information than the public and even before the public. Like, so doing all the extra speculation as one of the members of parliament or whatever, obviously it's not really going to help the man get their investigation done in a decent time so people can get answers.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing. I don't want to interfere in a court case that's going to stop getting justice for 3 little girls. But what I will say is this. They tell people not to speculate, but they speculated by saying that he wasn't terrorist related at all. I mean, if it turns out that if it turns out that he was on the watch list, which there is quite a bit of speculation that he is, they're going to look pretty foolish, isn't it?
Well, what's changed now, yeah, that makes any of the allegations true? Because he wasn't as like a Syrian refugee. It wasn't like, was not been confirmed to be a Muslim, and it's not been confirmed to be a terror attack either. So, what's true about what was said in the allegations by the people, first of all?
So basically, they weren't whatchamacallit, talking the truth, were they? They said there was.
Hold on a sec, yeah. Hey, Sister Natty, I heard you guys get your baps out and that on the stream and that, yeah. No baps out over here, man.
Swear on my life.
None of that stuff. None of that stuff. So why made you small in the corner?
I love that picture of you in that swing. I do love that picture.
Come on. I am in.
No, I wouldn't do that. I do have self-control, you know.
All right, but let Jupes carry on with her point that she was making.
Yeah, so I'll just quickly say this and then I'll leave you to it. So basically, Yeah, look, they made it look like there was no suggestion of terrorism at all, and now they're charging him with some terrorism-related offences. That's enough to suggest that actually we were lied to. And if there is terrorist attacks going on in this country and it is terrorist-related, it is in the public interest to know just how much danger they're in, and instead of being gaslit by the government to pretend that we're not in danger. So,
Yeah, but they didn't find any of that stuff until in August, and that was after the riots. So, if anything, it's not like they're holding.
I'm not so sure I believe that, but whatever.
In that year, if that's true, then yeah, if you want to allege it like that, then if that's true what they're saying, then obviously that it still doesn't mean that they was hiding any information about the dude. Or the only other thing is that if he ends up being on some terror watch list, then you might have a point there. But that information has not been released yet.
No, but they've said that there is more to be released. In the Guardian, they said there's more to be released.
So everything right now is just speculation, in it, man. So I still don't feel like it would have justified any of the actions taken out by anyone that wasn't a peaceful protester.
Okay, so Velle, if somebody from the community that you call your community ended up being killed because there was a ideology out there that didn't like
the people
didn't like your community. Hold on.
Wrong for rioting.
Yeah, and they didn't, because they killed the girls because they didn't like your community, and you said you felt it was racism, and they said no, it wasn't. And then later, about 6 months or whatever it was, it's not even that long, but whatever, they suddenly add on charges of racism because they found a book to do with Hitler, and they found I don't know, some stuff that is used by people, that is used as weapons to eradicate people. I'm sure that the community would be jumping up and down. I don't think that it's fair to say that people shouldn't have been angry.
No one ever said that though. This is the point, and why sometimes it's annoying having these discussions, right? Because there's no point that I said that anyone shouldn't be angry or couldn't be angry.
So that's what the difference is.
Wait, hold on. But what I did say though, was that I was saying that any of the people, I don't see, even if it was a cause that I support, there's no way that I could jump onto YouTube and be telling people that rioting is okay in any situation, even if I support the cause of what it was for. Right?
Who did do that though, Velle? Who done that though?
Let me finish my sentence, man. Let me finish my sentence, innit? Yeah. So there's no time that I've said that or been celebrating or saying that, yes, we should riot for A, B, C, or D situation. Yeah. So at the same time, I'm going to repeat the same point that I was making. When it comes down to this situation, even though there's been new information released or whatever, I still don't feel like it justifies any rioting that took place on that day. Any of the people that done their peaceful protesting and all this different stuff or whatever, that's like, you can't really have no complaints about that, right? People done the peaceful protest.
So now you're doing what you accused me of doing. I never said that at all. I didn't say the riots were justified. I said the people's anger was justified. And the fact that we've got a government that's okay, but the fact that we've got a government that completely ignores the concerns of the majority of the country is just quite disgusting. Because if our children are in danger, you're not the majority of the country. They should be.
You're a minority of the country. The people that
75% of this country. 75% of this country is white.
No,
even more of that is Western.
Listen.
Hold on. Even more of that is Western.
You not keep trying to gaslight every single white person to be the same as you guys.
I am in the majority of the country.
Your ethnicity is the majority of the country. Your mindset is not the majority of the country.
Yeah.
The majority of the country.
He wasn't fighting, but that man wasn't fighting my mindset.
Yeah, the majority of the country.
That man didn't choose.
The majority of the country doesn't think that. The majority of the country doesn't think that the riots was okay. the majority of the country doesn't
I didn't
support
say that
people
though,
like.
did I? But did I say that? Listen to what I'm saying, Velle, so you understand what I'm saying.
I've never
The
said that you said
majority,
anything like that, but you keep
the, ma- the
cutting in here and keep making accusations on things I'm saying without letting me finish my sentence. So how can you say that I've said something about you before you've known what I've even said? You keep saying that. I've literally not said anything that you've said. I'm not okay. Listen, in the start of the statement that I was making, did I say Jupiter said or whatever? I'm saying the majority of people don't have your mindset. The country or your thought is representative of the majority of the country, and it's not.
I didn't
The
say it
majority of the
was.
country was against. The majority of the country was against any of that sort of
Well,
the
the police
protest
are
that
a
went
little bit
into riots for the.
discriminative sometimes to people who read the Bible in the street. They don't mind. They always arrest people like that.
So to answer your question, Velle, I never said that the majority of the country had the same mindset as me. I didn't say that at all. What I said was the majority of the country are entitled to know whether they're under threat. And the majority, that man didn't pick people based on mindset. He picked small children that were born of Western women. Okay? That's what he was against, Western people.
You don't know what his motivation was. That's why they've not charged him
Well,
with any terror
I would say,
charges.
in my opinion, there's a good chance that that's what it was. When he's looking at manuals to them, when he's looking at reports on Al Qaeda and he's got ricin in his house.
Mm. Yeah, I'm not really going to debate you on what your opinion is or whatever. You're entitled to have an opinion in whichever way or whatnot. Like the point where I kept on making is that if you are accounting for any thoughts that you hold or feelings that you hold towards what you feel like the way that they should have carried out the investigation or the information that they should have made public to the people, doesn't mean that everyone thinks that way or whatever. Like, or just because you're white or whatnot.
Everyone thinks what
I
way?
don't think that. Even, like you was saying that the majority of the country is white or whatnot, yeah, and I was saying yeah, but that still doesn't mean
yes,
that the majority of the country has the same mindset as you do.
They don't have to, do they? If these people are against people,
Then the majority of the
hold
country is
on.
white.
Yeah, can I reply, because you're now doing to me what you say I do to you. So what I was saying to you when I was saying that the majority of the country is white. So the majority of the country is white, indigenous. Okay. Then on top of of them, you've got other Westerners who have outside heritage but are also Western. Okay. And then on top of them, we've got some of the population that have got an outside heritage. They've come here to try and join us, but they're not really got the same British culture or upbringing or anything else. Yeah. And those are the ones that are against the rest of the West. Yeah. The Western people, the Western culture. It doesn't have to be a mindset. They're against their children. They're against them singing. They're against them playing music. They're against them dancing. They're against women having equal rights. They're against a lot of things. Yeah. So when you talk about people being under threat, we're talking about all of those people. Whether they vote left or right is inconsequential. Whether they agree with racism or not is inconsequential, because they're being attacked for being a Westerner.
But that we haven't established the motivation for the attack yet, so that's a bit of a speculation, really, isn't it? And that was really the start of the whole thing, right? Was that, no one's really given an opinion on what they think the mindset of dude is, because the investigation hasn't gone through yet. We haven't hardly got any information. And then the other point what I make still stands with, I still don't think, because people were feeling like they might have been vindicated for any of this new information that come out, and I'm saying I'm not 100% sure on that still, because it doesn't, even if he did have the manual or whatever, let's just say that he did have the manual or whatnot, it still doesn't show like the original points, like say like Nigel Farage and Katie Hopkins and others, when it was a Syrian refugee that just came here the other day and blah blah blah. Like
All
all them
Nigel,
other points weren't true. None of them other points was true.
so all Nigel Farage said was that there was information that was being withheld and they weren't telling us the truth, and it turned out they weren't telling us the truth.
So Katie Hopkins didn't say that the guy was a Syrian refugee. The news from that Channel One thing that Pakistani dude got.
I have no idea. I don't follow Katie Hopkins. I do find her funny, but I don't follow her. So
Oh, she's
She
got a
didn't say
weird
that
face,
though.
doesn't she? She looks fucking. She looks
She
like
didn't
a
say that
fucking
though.
face. Sorry. Sorry, I said the F
All right,
word.
you didn't know, but she did say that. Yeah, she did say that. Yeah, but she said
She's
that.
annoying, that Katie Hopkins, though, isn't she? She's like, people, kind of like irritating. An irritating person.
Yeah, well, she was saying that it was a Syrian refugee dude. It was a terrorist attack, and so, and that obviously they've not really come out and said that yet. And
You do get
that's really the
reasons on the other side,
only
though.
point
It's
keep
just
making.
not just white
Man, want to
people
go
are
viral for my
racist.
little point. I'm saying, right,
You know
let's wait
what?
for the
I went
information.
to the call. This was
And you know
years
what
ago.
happened here? Hey,
There
wait,
is
listen. You know what
I
happened
have a
here? Wait,
word
hold
for
on. You know what happened
racist.
here? Someone like Reanimator, yeah, tried to do a slick move, right? So he's trying to say, like, when this Peckham thing happened, that I was saying, or I was agreeing with running this guy out of Peckham. And I never said no such thing one time ever. Yeah, so this is this is the lies and the so and so that it's like, bro, come on, man. These men are just not honest at all in these discussions. Like, I literally never said that once. I said, yo, the best thing for man to do when you get disrespected in any of these places, make sure you don't spend a penny in there ever again. Like, literally. So, man, they can try and make their little slips in
Yeah,
the
because if
parachute.
you're a thief and get disrespected, that's really bad. I don't understand that line of thinking. Anyway, I'm going to leave and let this lady have her moment with you.
Thank you. Yeah, I was just trying to,
Try
you know,
shots
listen
and
to
running it.
everything that lady
Because
was saying.
I don't think that lady got convicted of stealing hair in it. Like, that's why it's just thing like it seems like it's magically just disappeared from the news, isn't it? Like, yeah, I was saying, I can't say, Sister Natty's sister. Well, go on. What did you want to say?
No,
You got
she was saying about, like, I find it very difficult listening to people because I'm a bit autistic.